Well, pretty sure we got ourselves a buck. I didn't even have time to really... They just came in right after daylight there. Hot doe came in straight to my tree. Then those 2 bucks came in. And that one turned here. And I should have waited for him to turn at a better angle. He was quartering away. Not extreme, but pretty hard. And this doe was behind me, so he would have turned to go get her. But I shot, and I tucked it tight to the shoulder. But at the angle he was, it went in, and it looked like it glanced off the opposite shoulder blade and straight out the front of him. He ran up on this hill, out along it, he came down, and he bedded about 105 yards away. Then Matt and Neil are with me. Neil was straight behind me, and Matt was over here. We were in like a triangle, and the way that the wind is wacky this morning, and the thermals were going up the hill there, and that buck bedded right above Matt. I think he smelled Matt, and he got up, and he wasn't doing great. And he walked out the hillside a little farther, and I lost him. So I made the call to get down. I watched for like 20 minutes, and I didn't see him come out from behind this tree. So I thought I needed to get another arrow in him if he's right there before he goes on to out of my life here, basically. So I got down, and I walked along, pretty much like got up the hill even with him, walked straight at him. And when I came out from behind a tree, I seen his antlers sticking up, and he was probably like 25 yards away. I got maybe 7 or 8 more yards on him, and he wouldn't stand up. So I just did my best to get another arrow into his vitals. He took off down the hill, and I think he crashed about 100 yards farther. But normally you see me get all shook up, and I was excited, but as soon as he ran up that hill and stopped, I knew I was in trouble. I like to make his best shot as I possibly can. That way, it's just over like that, bam. But it doesn't always go that way. So we're gonna go try to find my arrows. I trailed him about halfway down that hill, and I just had to stop. Matt called me, and he's like, "Stop, just calm down," because I was going nuts, trying to, kind of freaking out that I needed to keep following him. So it's just all, I think we're gonna have a good ending here. It's just, we'll see what happens. So here we go. The buck I shot last year died right here in these hemlocks, and this buck ran right through it. We think he crashed on the top of this ridge here, but we're just gonna take our time and see if hopefully he's just dead here 75 yards away. I think he fell over right when Matt saw him. He just 20 yards down the hill here. I don't think it's a bad buck. He's almost identical to the one I shot last year. Just a little bigger.
Nice buck.
Well, super thankful that this had a happy ending. Just super proud of this buck. Super happy that I got my buddies here to share it with. Kind of felt bad because they drove, like, they woke up at 2 a.m. to drive up here to hunt with me. I put them in the 2 money spots, and I just went and picked a tree that I never hunted before, and that's usually the way it goes. But that's why you have good hunting buddies, because they're just happy for me, and we're gonna get him drug out of here. And go find a spot for them to hunt this afternoon. Try to get one of them on a buck. But he's all, he must have got in a fight because he's got a big giant lump on his head here, and this antler feels like it's not quite connected right. But I think the other buck that was with him had more points, but they were all real short. And this one had a pretty big body compared to the other one. I don't know that this deer is 3.5, but he was considerably bigger than the other one. So I don't know. Got our work cut out for us as usual. Thanks for being here, guys.